Good evening, everybody. It's so lovely to be back. I do apologise that I wasn't around a fortnight ago. I was feeling poorly. So when you're poorly, take note that you should look after your body. Yes, in the rules, you don't come in. Exactly. If you're not well, you don't come in. So I hope you are well. I hope you are well, whether you're watching YouTube or Facebook. So I hope all is good. And I hope we have a wonderful evening this evening. So, the show says, I'm Claire, I'm known as Heavenly Sprinkles, and I always joke, I'm going to be your spiritual medium for the evening. And I'd love to see your hellos and your highs and where you are from before we start jumping into our evening of mediumship. It's just a lovely way for us all to connect. It's a lovely way for you guys to say hello to each other, and it is lovely for us just to raise the energy. So I know we've got Richard bringing up some names. I'm going to have to say it on live. Richard, could you just bring the little screen down slightly, because I can see that you've posted a picture, but I can't see who posted the name, please, Richard. So here you can sort the technical bits. Thank you, Richard. Hang on 2 seconds. I've got something going on in my own screen. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh dear, it's all going wrong. Right, hello there. Hello, Serendipity. I see that you are saying hello. I know you're saying hi to me and hi to Richard. So good evening, and I hope you are well. Hi, Terry. Lovely to see you. Hope you are good. And I know you're saying hello to Richard, and you know Richard is saying hello back to you. Exactly. And we all know if he doesn't, he will get himself into trouble. Hello, Nicola. Lovely. Good evening. Hello. How are you? We've got lots of YouTubers. How excellent. Hello, love and light. Good evening. So I will say, whilst Richard's bringing up the names, if you are on Facebook and you find that the platform becomes wibbly wobbly, as I call it, then by all means hop over to YouTube. And it's the same with YouTube. If you find the platform is wibbly wobbly on YouTube, then hop over to Facebook. That is the beauty of being able to broadcast onto platforms. Hello, Regan. Lovely to see you. Beautiful morning. Good evening. Morning. See, it shows where we broadcast all over the world. We see, obviously, over in Australia, it's morning, and over in here, it's Betty Bry's time, as we generally say. And I love it. Terry said you can't ignore me, Richard. Completely right. So how is everybody? I hope you are all well, especially with this change of weather. Oh, I'm a chilly mortal anyway, as many of you know. So for me, the change of weather is never very good. I just end up cuddling hot water bottles or oil radiators. Hello, lovely to see you. Lovely to see. I'm trying to just see your name. Martina. Hello, Martina. I hope you are well. Hello, Valerie, watching from Florida. I hope it's a bit warmer over there than it is over here. And hello, Lisa. I love it. You're saying hello to everybody else. Now, what I always say, whether you're watching SPTV or you're watching my own channel, my own side, is if you recognise names from somebody on just the lives that you see, reach out, say hello to each other. I know it might be that weird, awkward moment, but it is how we build a community, it's how we grow as individuals. And speaking of growing, now you'll know SPTV is a completely and utterly free channel. We do not ask for any payments for the readings. Richard doesn't charge for broadcasting the shows, and we as mediums don't ask for any payment. But what we all do ask is if you will please kindly share this live out. Share and follow SPTV and share out this live with those that you feel will enjoy this show or will find comfort just from watching. And the reason being is, although we don't charge, we don't want looking for money, we do this out of the honouring of spirit and being able to pass on messages to your loved ones. We also ask you to share so it can go out to people who may not normally look to get a message. We have lots of people that come online that haven't ever watched a live or watched a medium work, and this will be their first time, and it's a lovely way to show us that there is life after life. So it's a lovely way for us to give that evidence. Now I will move over to our poem. So how it works, if you're new to me, if you're not, then you just got to sit there. I like to do a poem before I move into the evening of mediumship. Now, how this started is that I do divine services, Sunday services, all across Essex, and I do what they call as an address, inspirational speaking. I get freaked out about that. So a while back, Spirit said, go and find find a poem, because sometimes I might not be able to reach everybody, but the poem might be able to you'll be able to take away and have some comfort. So it's a lovely way to sort of spread a further message from Spirit. I've got a thing about poems. I love a poem, especially if it rhymes. And Spirit always says to me, use a poem to help inspire others, to help get that message across that the spirit world is there with you. So I do have to look down because I never memorize these poems. But this is a poem that I used yesterday when I was down in Southend doing divine service. And the poem's called You Are Not Alone. When tears of sadness streaks your face, you are not alone. When you feel lost and out of place, you are not alone. When it seems that you can't carry on and everything you do is wrong, you are not alone. When you open your presents on the holiday, you are not alone. When nothing can seem to spoil your day, you're not alone. When it seems like you've made it through, but there's no one to share this feeling with you, you are not alone. You'll never be alone when I'm around. I'll cheer you up when you are down. And whether you are happy or feeling blue, I'll always be there for you. And so when you feel alone and in the dark, just keep me in your heart and you'll never be alone. And the poem comes from here is for Spirit is saying that, do you know what? They tell me sometimes they get so frustrated trying to get in touch with us and yourselves. And there are so many times when we feel that we are not having a loved one, or our loved ones are not around us, and we feel that they're not there, and we feel that we are managing situations on our own. And your loved ones do at times get quite exasperated and frustrated because they want to let you know. But sometimes we are so busy that we don't actually even take some time out to see their signs. Their signs can be the robins and the feathers. They're there. But signs can also be the letters on a number plate, the initials of somebody, LH, for example, can be on a number plate. Numbers on a number plate, 888, 444, 555. Yes, they are angel numbers, and there is a whole entire subject matter on that. But it's also a way for your loved ones to let you know. Daft things that you walk in the door and you walk in my case, my air fryer, 2-tray air fryer will show me 1111, and they'll let me know there. Or even to a simple thing that when you look down at your come on Spirit, give me it, you're looking at your car speedometer and all of a sudden there's loads of numbers there that all match, or there's synchronicity there. But we dismiss all of that. We just think that messages from Spirit have to be robins or feathers, when actual fact, your loved ones are reaching out to you. And when I do my opening prayer in spiritual churches, everybody always laughs at me. I go the moment. And I've come to realise the old phrase, walking over your grave, really just means that your loved ones are coming in your energies. So when you do get that weird feeling, that tingling sensation, or that feeling, you know, when you've got children and all of a sudden the house has gone deadly quiet and you're thinking, oh my days, what's going on? That feeling that you get, that peace, that calmness, is them coming in. So Spirit is coming through this poem to reassure you that if I don't get to you, it isn't because they're not around you. It isn't because they don't love you, and it isn't because they don't want to support you. It's just due to timing, but they will always be around you and will try to reach out with you in whatever way you can connect. So maybe we all just need to slow down a little bit to see what signs they give us. And I hope that you enjoyed that little, I guess it's an address, isn't it? An address, a little poem. So thank you so much. So I know Richard's still bringing up the hellos again. So lovely to see people come through. But I do hope you are well. Now, I'd just like to explain how I work, because each medium's different, especially if you watch several mediums on the show, you might see that we all work differently, or we work with spirit differently. What you see with me is what you get. If you meet me face to face, I can assure you I am no different than I am on here. And with that approach, I try to keep my mediumship as natural as can be. I jokingly always say it's me without the curse words. Now, what that does mean is that your loved ones will share the information with me and will ask me to pass this over. They do give me dates, they do give me months, they do give me names. Now, I will give you these. However, if these don't make sense to you, that's fine. All I do is I ask for you to hold on to them and take them with you and speak to family members and friends, because it may well be that somebody there can give you advice and guidance. As I always say, your loved ones give you that little bit of information to carry on for your message to go through. And there will be occasions where I get something that I haven't got a complete clue what they're talking about. They are your golden nuggets. They will give you your evidence and give you that little bit of proof that everybody or your loved ones are around you. And I do on a digital platform, I do, well, it's even if I'm on mainline on face to face, I do work directly. But however, we always have to put that little caveat. Your loved ones do work collaboratively together, and sometimes they will join together, and sometimes the message will come through to some people. So all I ask you to do is just hold on to that message. If it feels right in your heart, then please take it away, because your loved ones will connect with you through your emotions. Right, okay, so let's go forward. So you do have the option on a digital platform to make to make a note or comment who you'd like to connect to if you so wish, because I know that if I gave you a telephone, you would want to ring somebody in the spirit world, so why not we ask them? All it just simply means is that I just had to make sure that the evidence you get is spot on. What I also say is, please can you keep commenting back, especially on a digital platform. I have only got what your responses back to give me reassurance that I am definitely with you, and I haven't got some other person in spirit walking in telling me. Right, okay, here we go. I've got to recognise a gentleman that's coming in. Now, I've just seen, and he's told me to pause, but unfortunately I couldn't catch the lady's name. It is a gentleman in spirit. And now this lady commented about her husband's ashes. She was collecting her hubby's ashes today, Richard. So I don't know if you can search that, but he just, thank you, Brenda Walker. Hello, Brenda. I'd like to come and work with you. But as I went to say work, your gentleman in spirit, your lovely partner, went walk with you. So he makes me feel that part of him being absent is that you're not being able to go out for a walk with him, because he went, I wanted to, as I said, walk rather than work with you. But I'd love to come and work with you, because he's making himself very, very known to me, and I need to have a little chinwag with you, apparently, so he tells me. He also talks about how the fact that you two are, and now I always still use a present term, because there is life after life in the spirit world, but he talks about how he always enjoys still holding your hand. So we've got this walking, and he's talking to me about holding your hand, and he's literally making me do this. So he wants to say he still remembers that lovely feeling holding your hand, and either you or him always complained about having hot hands, because he's telling me one was always hot, Brenda. So I know I want to recognise having hot hands. Okay. He also says to me, thank you for not making too much a fuss regarding his funeral. He said he didn't want you to spend too much money on him and make a fuss over him. So he's thankful that you didn't make too much a fuss over him. He's like, he says to me, I wanted my Brenda to be able to spend the money on her rather than just, he's got a bit of a deadpan sense of humour, because he's just said, he said to me, I would rather spend the money on her rather than spending it about putting me into the ground. So he's quite a deadpan gentleman. So Brenda, I know I'm with you. I'm not coming away from you, but I just want to know whether that would make sense, walking with him, holding his hand, and him wanting to spend money with you. I will get him to give me some dates and months for you as well, whilst you come back and say, yes, no, Claire, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Okay, right, come and talk to me, sir. Right, he tells me that May's important. Yes, did everything. Oh, right, already did it. Okay, so May's important for you if that's not a name, but that would be a birthday passing and birthday passing or anniversary. And then as I was saying passing, he stopped me at the 17th. So there must be a birthday passing or anniversary in or around the 17th. It doesn't necessarily have to connect to the May, but as I was saying it, he stopped me with 17th. So there must be a significance around the 17th, as I said, a birthday party or anniversary. He tells me that June's important as well, a birthday party anniversary. Okay, and September would be important. So he knows he wants to pass that over. He's also given me the 21st would be important, a birthday party or anniversary on the 21st. You totally get it. Excellent. He so the 21st. Okay. He jumps in. He is. Oh, you're going to start singing to me. Don't start singing to me so early on. Okay. He is so excited. Sorry, he's just started singing to me, and I just had to try and figure out what song he's doing. Honestly, I think they must think I'm some kind of like Spotify up here. But he goes, he's coming to lift you, is what he said. I've come in to lift me higher. Whoa. He's giving me that. I haven't got, he just keeps giving me the song about lifting you higher. Whoa. So I've that's it, Richard. Richard's going to go and see if he can find it for me. I'll leave Richard being Spotify finder for me. Yeah, so he's talking about he's coming into lifting you higher. Whoa. Anyway, and he keeps singing that to me. He wants to give you an upliftment. Okay. And I need to give you Elvis. It was 1967. What was the song? Who was it, Richard, please? Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson. So Richard said, I love having Richard on here. It makes my life so much easier. So Jackie Wilson, 1967. So I don't know whether you'd be able to take the name Jackie or whether you'd just be able to take 1967 being relevant or whether it is just this about lifting you higher. Whoa, it's that whoa, but he keeps singing at me. So he is laughing though at me. So he is a gentleman that is coming in to give you, he couldn't sing. Well, neither can I, Brenda. So between the two of us, we're doing really quite well, aren't we? Him and you and me and him. Okay. He said to me he was a pragmatic gentleman when it come down to spirit. He said to me, I was open to there being life after life, he said, but I wasn't prepared to say there wasn't, and I wasn't prepared to say it wasn't, is and wasn't. He said, I wasn't prepared to put all my eggs in one basket. So he's laughing about his own belief system. Okay, he gives me the name Robert. Now, if I don't get the name correct, Robert, but you can take an R, male name, please do so. He gives me the name Robert. Okay, come and talk to me. I've also got to give you, it's a T name. It sounds more like Tony rather than Tom, but I know I want to pass that over to you. Okay. Can we give you another name? And I've got to give you Margaret. But I don't want to use Margaret. I want to go Maggie. So it's Margaret or Maggie. And then he starts telling me about Rod Stewart, Maggie May. So I know I want to put a song or a connection to like in Rod Stewart if it's not the name. I said R, didn't I? Thank you, person in spirit. He's talking to me about R. So I've got to give you the name Robert as we had, but he's took me to Maggie May, and then obviously that being Rod Stewart. So there is a love of music is what he's telling me, even if he couldn't sing, as you said. Okay, thank you, sir. He says it wasn't meant to happen this way regarding his passing. He says, but he is so thankful for the time he did get to spend with you. So he is thankful. He must have Brendan, when can you take him having problems with his teeth or having either a gap between his front teeth, because I feel like I've got like a so I don't know what was going on with his teeth, because he's this gentleman, he is a cracking type of guy, but there is definitely something about his teeth that either he's got or he's got had a slight gap in his teeth, or he went or somebody else did, because I know he's got a nice sense of humour. But he is just coming through because he wants to give you that upliftment. And he said, we didn't have much time together. He said to me, but he did. He found the time you had together was precious, is what he said. Okay. And there's something about a conversation about updating the photos. There's somebody, if it's not you, somebody else around you's talked about wanting an updated photo of him or an updated photo of yourselves, and he's just sort of saying, okay, just make it as a good one, is what he's saying, Brenda. He wants it to be a good one. So you're welcome to do a photo as long as it's a good one. And he's got that lovely sense of humour coming through for you. So anything else, you're just going to keep on chatting to me and singing to me. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a Rod Stewart connection, because he's just given me Waltzing Matilda. So again, if the name doesn't make sense, I know I've got to give you Rod Stewart. I know that's important. But he has just come in, popped in to say hello. He walks with you, still enjoys holding your hand. He is around you. He has made himself known, and you're not going to continue this life on your own, because I'm not leaving her by her side. And Brenda, I hope that makes sense. I know I go very, very quickly, but that's the beauty of having online. You can stop it and pause and rewind. And with that, I am going, just sending his sisters a photo. Okay, well, it better be a good looking one, Brenda, because he wants it to be a good looking one, an updated good looking one. And there is a connection to motorbikes, whether that's a memory link, or somebody else has wanted motorbikes. He's just drawn me to a picture of my motorbikes in my room, and has just said that's important. But I am going to close his connection down, Brenda. He really just wants you to know that you're okay. You are not handling everything on your own. And with that, I'm going to send all his love. That's all right, Brenda. You can, like I said, you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can fast forward it once it's all finished, and take notes. But remember, this is the beauty of having digital platform. You've instantly got your recorded message there. And I shall say thank you very much for allowing me to bring your lovely young man through. He is what I would say, he is a proper card, as we would say. And I say thank you very much. Right, okay, Richard, if you could bring up the names again. Thank you very much. Oh, I just love having Richard with me. I don't want to give him a big head though, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise he would just think he's wonderful. He is though. Right, where am I? You was, oh my days. If you didn't watch this morning, they've told Richard he's the SPTV god. He's my digital spirit guide, is what you're normally known as, Richard. Really? Now you're a god? Oh my days. Send help, everybody. Send me reinforcements. I've got a SPTV god in my ear roll. Right, where am I going, spirit? Is that my thing's a bit weird today? I'd like to speak to, is it Dan's Gibbons or is it Den's Gibbons, please? It's the person you've just put up before. You know, uh, Mr. Gibbons. He starts with it. The only reason being is, for some bizarre reason, I have to check it out in the break. I can't see the name. Doris. Okay, Doris. Sorry, Doris, my darling. You was called to Dan. I do apologise, Doris. Doris, I'd like to come and thank you, Richard. That's brilliant. Oh, Doris, I do love Richard. Just don't give him too much of a big head. Right, hello, Doris. I'd like to come and work with you if that's all right. Right, okay. As I'm connecting in, I've got somebody not making themselves known to me just yet, but I noticed then, as I was saying it, my accent got strong. Now, what happens with my accent, if you've not seen before, I am an Essex girl, but I have an Essex stroke Londony twang. but when my accent gets really, really strong, it tells me, or the person in spirit tells me, that they had a strong local dialect. So not everybody's from Essex, so I don't expect full Essex. However, I do need to recognise this is a gentleman in spirit, and he had a strong accent. You knew where he came from, in other words, because he's just when I said the hello, it felt very, very prominent. So he's making himself known to me, that if you spoke to him, you knew where he came from. Okay, right, Doris, as I'm coming in and connecting with him, like I said, he's not making himself known, but that's fine. We'll just see where we go with that. Sometimes they don't make themselves known immediately. Somebody's been talking about, because it's present day, he's telling me somebody's been talking about or getting stressed out about sorting out the garden, sorting out the driveway, or doing some maintenance in the house. Now, this may not be you, this may be somebody else that is around you that you need to speak to afterwards, or that conversation will come round, but he's asking you or this person not to get yourself so stressed out about doing household jobs. Okay, he jokes that there is a big list of jobs that are going on at the moment, but he's saying that you or somebody around you is getting themselves in a pickle, as I would say, regarding getting things done. And he's saying to me, stop up, please pass over, stop getting so stressed out. It's not urgent, is what this gentleman is saying. Right, okay. And I'm going to give it to you because it keeps going and it comes back, Doris, and it keeps going. I need to talk about whitewashing. So that feels like either somebody is putting a coating, okay, thank you, a coating on the walls to prepare them. So there's something to do with coating the walls that you would do if you're going to put like plastering. That's the word, isn't it? Plastering it, getting it prepared. So I don't know if you can take this gentleman being very well known or knows he's decorating, or whether, as you just said, your daughter is looking about plastering. It will be sometimes, as I said, sometimes your loved ones will give you things because they know that they want you to continue on with that message afterwards. So sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, okay, then I'll hold that. Right. Okay. I also, this gentleman gives me a feeling of being dad. If he wouldn't be, isn't him, he is granddad. And I've also got to recognise a lady that's stepping in my energy. She feels more like a mum energy as well. So I've got a lady and gentleman stepping in. I need to give you the name Carol. There's a C name, a lady's name that needs to come forward, and that's Carol. I've also got to give you the name Alice. It sounds more like Alice or Alison. Okay. And I need to give you the name Fred or Alfred. Fred, nothing here. That's not a problem. Like I said, that may well be just something that you've just got to hold on for the time being regarding decorating and such like, because I know I've got to pass that over. So as I said, I know I've got a Carol name, I know I've got an Ali, Alison, and I've got an Alfred, Fred. So I know I've got to pass over these as important names. February is important as well. That would be a birthday party and an anniversary. I know I also want to recognise March is important as a birthday party and anniversary, and I need to give you the month for June as well. If that's not a name, that would be a birthday party or anniversary. So this person wants to, well, these people want to pass over this information. Again, somebody is talking about getting their carpet sorted out. So I know now 100% there is somebody that's talking about getting the walls sorted out, decorating and carpet. So that's definitely there, because they just talked to me about the carpets and it feels more present day than a link. Right, come and talk to this. I'm going to talk to your lady. Right. Your lady tells me that she absolutely used to love autumn. Autumn would be one of her favourite months. She loved the colours in the garden. She loved to see how the seasons changed. And there would be a memory linked to this lady with apples, either an apple tree or apple pie or apple crumble. Okay, June's my birthday. So I know that she's talking to me that this would be important to her. It would be a memory link with her. And she just keeps talking to me about how she loved the colour orange or then burnt brown. So I don't know whether you would remember her having that type of clothing attire, or whether it is just a change in seasons. So she'd love to see the change in seasons, and she tells me, and this gentleman tells me, there was a lot of joy with seeing nature in the garden, and I know I've got nature around me. So these people, that sounds awful. This lady and gentleman, these lovely people are making themselves known that they loved to see nature. Now, I'm not saying that they were bird spotters, but there is that loving to see the foxes and the birds come in the garden. So there's a lot around that. And they're telling me that this is similar for yourself. You may not necessarily do the change of the seasons, but it's just bringing in the nature is what I'm being told. However, someone, if it's not you, isn't a green finger. So this isn't about gardening. This is more about enjoying nature. Right. I'm also being asked to pass on not to worry regarding health and well-being, that either you, just change the seasons, okay, my dear, either you or you're supporting somebody that's feeling a little bit up and down with their well-being. This may be an emotional thing, or this may be a physical thing. But what your loved ones are saying is that we just got to take it one day at a time for the moment. They're telling me there's a lot of feeling exasperated and feeling frustrated. However, they said the best course of action is to just take it one day at a time. So there is this reassurance that they are around you, trying to help you or this individual with their well-being. But they're asking this person, if it's not yourself, just to try and take it a bit slower. However, I'm being told that they're very, very determined. So you're very determined. When you've got your mind set to something, you will do that. But they're asking for you or this individual just to slow down. And there's been somebody's had some, I hate doing this, but somebody's been having car troubles, or there was problems with the car lights or something like that. I'm being drawn to the car lights, but I'm being told about the car lights. So don't want to drink you having any car troubles, but it'll be something that you just got to hold on to if it doesn't resonate with you now, that there was somebody talking about having to change the bulbs somewhere. Lights, bulbs, cars is what I'm being told. But they are just coming in just to give you this reassurance. They are coming in to just help you manage the situation or manage situations around yourself. Take one day at a time. They are with you and they are giving you support. Okay, and I need to give you the name James. James, it sounds more like a James, so James or Jimmy, so I need to pass them names over to you. And Doris, I hope that resonates with you. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that just gives you a little bit of assurance that your loved ones are around you. They are trying to help you, especially regarding this well-being side of it, this health side, but they are trying to help you along the journey of recovery, but try not to get so exasperated. And with that, I'm going to close your connection, Doris, and say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. So thank you. Right, okay. Lovely, as we would say, the old Philadelphia advert. Lovely. Right, okay. Let's go with the names and numbers again. Right, here we go. I've got to be on YouTube. Spirit's just said red. They start doing that when I'm on here. Red for YouTube, blue for Facebook. So I know I've got to go to red for the moment. I feel like it's a football team. Go with the red team instead of the blue team. I know I'd like to come and look at the messages on red, please, Richard. Thank you very much. Right, Sam B. I'd like to come and work with Sam B, if that's all right, please, on YouTube. So it's lots and lots of lovely emojis. Right, Sam B, I'd like to come and work with you, if that's okay. The first thing I came as your name and details came up, your name came up with your lovely emoji pictures, is that I needed to give you the name David. David was important. Now, David could be down here, as on the earthly plane, or up in the spirit world. So I've got to give you David. So David would be important, and also the name Paul's important. So these would be important people or names that would resonate. Again, if they don't make sense, please hold on to it for you to chat to friends and family later down the line. But I know David and Paul are important. Okay. I also want to talk about somebody who's had a wedding or had a big celebration. I don't know who I'm chatting to yet. They're just talking to me at the moment. Big celebration of things that have happened. So I don't know if there's a wedding or a big birthday being planned or has happened recently, because I'm being told that there's a big celebration or there's been a big celebration and they were there. So this person's important. Right. Okay. This gentleman is a gentleman. He makes himself known to me as his granddad or grandpa. So this would be your grandparent, a grandfather. Okay, and I need to give you the name Stephen or Scott. So I know I need to pass over Stephen or Scott. So, okay, what else? Let's get you some months and then you can come back in between and go, that makes sense, Claire. That doesn't make sense, Claire. Claire, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Okay, so we've got us. Give me some months, please, sir. Tell me what's important months to you. Right, July's important, Sam. Birthday, passing, anniversary. Okay, November, this month's important. Birthday, passing, anniversary. And I want to go to January is important as a birthday, passing, anniversary. So these would be important months. And he's just given me the 11th. So there'd be a birthday, passing, anniversary in or around the 11th for you. I've just been searching. Okay, thank you. So, and I can see just been searching family history, found a Paul and a David. Excellent. That's brilliant. Right, Sam, can you take either you? No, it will be you. You turned around and said no. Either you. Let's start again. Can you take that you've been feeling family members or spirit around you a lot at the moment? The reason being is they always use my eyes around me, especially in my sunroom. I'm being drawn to my one of my purple crystals, my lepidolites. So he's talking to me about how either you have been trying to work with your spiritual side, or you've been feeling spirit around you a lot more, or you've just been sort of stretching out into the universe to say, are you here? Because he's saying we have been around you, okay, and we have been giving you signs. And I don't know who has been looking for a new job as well. Somebody's been looking about a new job, because he's saying, and he's telling me that he's been around you, or whoever you work closely with regarding a job. Because he says to me, part of their advice, they're giving you this guidance, or you've been seeking advice, is getting advice on guidelines. So what you need to do in order to achieve your future or achieve changes. So there is a recognition of that there's currently somebody's looking for a job. Don't worry about the names. It might even be that there just be people that are up in the spirit world. Don't worry about it. Sometimes also the names can also possibly connect to somebody who's watching who can resonate with the message. Sometimes they do that to me. November, my daughter's birthday. Oh, I hope your daughter's had a lovely birthday then. So yes, right, okay. As he's coming in, he's saying, I'm trying to reach out. I have been looking for a new job. He's saying that you just need to have a little bit more faith and trust in the process at the moment. Either you haven't found anything that you really, really want, or you feel that you haven't got the skills to take on new positions. Because what he's telling me is that you just got to look outside, look at it from a different perspective. Okay, you're going to start using my worky knowledge, because he's saying to me that you've got transferable skills, and he's just placed in front of me the Magician Tarot, telling me that you've got all the skills, that he's asking you to have faith in yourself and faith in your in the process. So just have some belief in yourself. Okay, I also want to recognize is when he gives me the congratulations, somebody has either passed or took on something new. It doesn't necessarily mean like I have to be driving test or anything like qualifications, but he's telling me congratulations. He's seen somebody achieve something that was outside their comfort zone, and he is proud that they took that step because it was a little bit out of their comfort zone, is what he's saying. Okay. Okay, he wants to put a memory link of him drawing hopscotch um or doing something drawings in the back garden or the front garden. There's something to do with old traditional hopscotch where he'd obviously put the chalk in there. So he's talking to me about a memory link and he places hopscotch in front of me. But this would be around his home. So if it's not him, it will be somebody else that you would have been around that did hopscotch, because I can just see the traditional hopscotch. Right, is there anything else for our lovely Sam? Because you've been very advisory, sir. Come and give me something else. Right, okay. And I've got to have a memory link, and it feels also present day, Sam. Somebody loves Jammy Dodgers. Jammy Dodgers is the biscuit. I know the biscuits have got the cream. I know Jammy Dodgers is a brand, but I want to do the biscuits that's got the cream and the jam in the centre. Okay. They're called sandwich cream. They're called sandwich creams, aren't they? But I know I want to recognise a memory of somebody liking like a Jammy Dodger or a jam strawberry cream biscuit. But I want to put that as a memory link. Excellent. Okay, so then he is really proud of your son, and he also wants to say he's proud of you because there have been moments and times when you have had to manage situations on your own. But you've took this on. He says, you took this on with extra grit. It was a bit like, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this properly, and I'm not going to allow yourself to be deterred. So he said to me that you've got so much inner strength as well. And he's really proud to see how you've really just knuckled down and took on these extra responsibilities even when you've been on your own. So he wants to let you know that he is proud to see you. Okay, there is another gentleman that comes in, and I don't know whether he's dad or whether he'd be a father-in-law. He's of a gentleman of a very fatherly energy. Could be another granddad, but I know I've got a real fatherly energy for you as well. So there's this real loving paternal energy around you, and he is just so proud of you for going the extra mile, he said. But you've got to have faith in yourself regarding looking for a job and know that you've got the skills. You are capable, he says. It's just finding the right words, and he said you will find that inspiration both within yourself and within the spirit world. And with that, Sam, I'm going to say thank you very much for allowing me to connect with you. I do really appreciate it. I hope your message resonates with you. And remember, if anything doesn't make sense, just hold on to it, because a conversation with a family member or friend will help it all fall into place. And I shall say thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Richard. Could we now move back over to Facebook, because I've been told I need to go blue. Thank you very much. Thank you. Are we going to a commercial break now or afterwards? Okay. We'll go to a commercial break, and then I will come back and we'll go for another round, please.
My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk. The SPTV Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, Deb Clark demonstrates her mediumship by offering free readings.
Welcome back, everybody. I don't know, I've got a real lovely accent, so I've definitely got somebody who's got a real high-pitched energy about her, but I will tell her to just for 2 seconds. So as you can see, we had the lovely Deb Clark on, or love Deb Clark is to be on tomorrow. So by all means, please tune in, watch the lovely Deb. She is amazing. I really like her and I really like watching her. And I like Deb. I can sit there and watch Deb and just relax. And you'll also see that the Oracle cards, the SPTV Oracle cards, are still up for the Kickstarter program. Rosine, stop it. There's this lady, she likes a rosé. I'll talk to you in 2 seconds. Regime. And also this packet would be ideal for a Christmas present. I might be tapping up hubby. And we've got only 14 days left of the Kickstarter program for us to raise enough money for these then to be able to go into publication and distribution. So do please check out the deck. It is a brilliant deck. It is lovely. Right. I can't continue to do any more talking because this lady's coming through and she's a mum. And she's really, really bubbly. And she's like, hello. So she's all like this. She talks to me about Rosie or Rosa. Even the name Rose would be important. Rosie. If not, it's somebody liking a rosé drink. So I know I've got to recognise this. And she's coming in, okay. And she's telling me the name Sarah, Samantha, there's a girl's name, Sophie, there's an S name that would be important. And she's telling me that's somebody down here. So I know this is really important. She's a mum. Give me a month for date then. Give me a birthday, darling. Come talk, give me this. If you're going to chat away, let's go through. Okay, give me a month. Right, July is important. That would be a birthday because I asked for a birthday. She's telling me July is important. So I know I need to give an important month is July. Right, okay, let's see where we are going. Right, let's see. Come on, talk to me. Come on. Right. Okie dokie. Right, where are we going? I want to go to Shelley Hawkins, if that's okay, please. So Shelley Hawkins, I want to come to you if this is all right. If this is all right. You're a lovely lady, Spirit. When of course it is. Of course it is. So she's like that in her energy. So she is telling me she is feeling fine. She's feeling excitable. She's really feeling a lot better than she was before she passed. She tells me that before she passed, she did not like being poorly. She did not like the dying phase. Okay, my dear. She didn't like the passing phase, the dying phase, the illness part of it. And she says, as much as I didn't want to leave my family, she is thankful. She is thankful. She is gone through that phase. So she's telling me that this is really important. So I know. And actually, I've just realised, because I don't realise when I say these things, I said the next name. And then I got Shelley. That's just dawned on me. Thank you very much. Right, okay. She is excitable. She is bubbly. So Shelley, can you take Rosie, rosé being relevant to yourself, because I'm being taught, unless we are talking about Rosie's chocolates, which we all know there's a whole entire debate between roses and quality streets and celebrations and heroes, but she's talking to me about roses, so I don't know where roses fits in, but I know it's important. Okay, yes, sounds like my mum. So I'm gonna continue to work with me because she's getting excited. Right. She's talking to me. She's starting to sing to me, and this might be a song you need to hold. But fortunately, I know this song. It's by Nina Simone, I think it is. She says, and it's a song. And I'm feeling good, bum bum, bum bum. So she is recognized, and I feel good. She wants you to know how much better she feels in the spirit world. She's telling me, I feel so much more relief. And she says, I feel so much lighter. She's got a bit of irony in her as well, Shelley, because she just went, ha ha. But she feels so much brighter than when she did before she passed. And she wants that known, and she wants that sort of told to family members, because she says to me, there is somebody around that's been reminiscing about mum and thinking, maybe was mum okay, was mum aware? We all put roses on. There's the roses, thank you. Whether mum was okay, whether nan was all right. And she's like, do you know what, I feel brilliant. And this is what she wants. She just says, I just feel energized after feeling poorly for a period of time. She was not impressed about that. So I know there's somebody that was talking about it, and she's like, I was more relieved. Okay. She talks about somebody's been needing some healing. Somebody's been needing a little bit of support at the moment regarding their well-being or health. She has been coming in and lending her energies to either you supporting somebody or you needing, I don't like tempting fate, either you not having much time. But she said, I've been coming in and I've been lending my energy as much as your own. Okay. She says to me, I've been watching you though. You're here, there, and everywhere. So there's not been much downtime for you. And she asks for you in the Christmas period. Yes, I am using the word that starts with Christmas. And the word starts with Christmas. I am using Christmas now. She's telling me about how can you please make sure in that Christmas period that you have off or time out, can you please just try and make some time for yourself in that time? And I've got to give a memory link with her to do with baking. It's either she really loved it or she really hated it, or somebody's been talking about it, because I keep seeing pastry and knowing how to roll out the pastry properly so we can make nice mince pies or make a pie. And apparently she's brought a memory link for myself that you don't hold the pastry in your hands too long because you cook the pastry. So she's got a bit of a knowledge. If it's not her, then it will be either you or somebody else has been talking about it. Okay, yes, I've been needing energy. Or she's been lending her energy. She's been loaning. Okay, want to come back to, okay. And she says, you don't need to ask, Shelley. Of course I will be there. She should tell Shelley she didn't need to ask. She said that nothing would stop me from giving you anything you need, and those around you that need help and support. So you don't have to even ask. But she is coming in, and like I said, we then take us to the memory link. But you need to have a break, apparently, she tells me. Right, let's get you some months. Right. April's important. She's telling me that April's an important month. That would be a birthday, party, and anniversary. And you got dip, 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 little April showers. I'm sure that's from Bambi. So please take Bambi Disney as well. That feels like a memory link. She's also telling me that okay, she's telling me that July is important as well, and I'm being told June's important. So we know we've got the April and the July. They would be birthday, parties, anniversaries, and June would be important if it's not a name. But I get June as a month as a birthday, party, and anniversary, and then I get a June or a Joan. We need to change the months of the year, because some of these months, obviously, you can have as names. There's like a June or a Joe or a Joanne, Joan. I keep seeing a J name and it's got an N in it. So June, Joan, Jane, I know that really annoys me, but I know it's a J name and it's got an N in it because I can hear the J sound and the N. So I know I've got to pass that over. Steve's important. She's just told me Steve's an important name I need to pass over. And Mark's important. So I need to give you these names as well. She is also drawing me to my rose quartz, which is very much about you giving yourself some self-care and some attention. She wants that known as well. Okay. I've also have a gentleman with me stepping in because she's saying how we are all going to be around the dinner table with you, because there's been conversations, or there's been, no, it's conversations. There's been conversations. If it's not with you, it'll be somebody around you for you to hold, as you know, regarding about their spaces at the dinner table and how sad it is. But I've got a gentleman that tells me, well, I'll be sitting in my normal chair. I don't know if he's a partner or somebody of your same generation, because he just feels that way. And this lovely mum's like, well, I'll be there. Of course I'll be there. So she'll be pottering around. But they're just telling me that there's been conversations about empty seats at the dinner table. And they're like, no, we're going to be there. So they just want to give you that reassurance. Is there anything else for you? Okay. Thank you very much, Shelley. I've also been told that I've just had the Tower card. Oh, it's not the Tower card. I've had the Tower card being presented to me. However, what she tells me that this has been in the past, that somebody's had a bit of a wibbly wobbly moment, and she says she is so glad and so proud that you or this person, because they use they, which doesn't really help me sometimes. That's just why I say you or a person, because they say they say they pulled through. So she's just said to me, she's so proud how they got themselves through this situation and through to the other side, even though she said to me it was hard to face the things that was causing such, thank you, causing such hardship. So she is so proud of you, whoever that has really been faced with some challenges and had to manage it on your own or on their own. But she's so proud that you carried on going and got yourself through it. Okay. By the way, this gentleman that's of the same generation as you, a partner or a brother or somebody, he's charismatic, he's charming, he's got a bit of a sense of humour going on about him. There's something to do with him and his hair. Oh, bless you. There's something about his hair. He is just smirking and laughing and very, very charismatic and very, very charming, and just generally, he's a lovely guy is what I'm getting from his energy. He doesn't make himself like fully step in, because for those who've wondering why I'm like this, my gentlemen generally walk into my energy this way and my ladies walking through this energy, and I can feed he's in my energy, but he just comes through as a really kind-hearted gentleman. Okay, a present day but past as well, would always collect the post for somebody when they're away. Either you and him went round somebody's house to check on the house when this person's away, or you always took him parcels, because he's saying, I was always there to help others. But he's just got such a lovely, kind-hearted energy. Okay, and there is a ring. So this gentleman just gives me a feeling that he was very connected to you. There's a very deep connection. Like I said, ring, partner, but I know I've got a deep connection. And they are just both of them. He's just sitting in my energy. And you know what? What's really funny about him with his energy is that I know he's there, and it's very, very gentle, and it's very, very soft, and it's very, very caring, and it's very, very tender. It's that lovely, warm feeling that you get. However, he sits in my energy because he's respectful of me and respectful of you, because he tells me that with him around you, you would feel his energy a lot stronger than I would. So he makes himself known. He's around you, and they're telling me that you have please correct me if I'm wrong, but he's telling me about feeling some strength or some pressure around your arm, just to give you that reassurance. You might have felt a little bit of pressure, or I just want to say that they're giving you hugs. And Shelley, they are just coming through to say that they're lending their energy to you. Mum's being there to support you. Don't have to ask her. and they're so proud of you that you managed the situation, and they just give you support. And I hope the message from the gentleman is enough to just give you that little smile that he's around you. And I shall say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you, Shelley. So thank you very much. All right, okay, let's go again. Right, I'm done for the evening, Richard tells me. So okie dokie. So Shelley is my lovely one. Oh, it is 9 o'clock. So thank you to everybody that's come on. Apologies if I didn't get to yourselves, but please note that your loved ones are connecting with you. If you're able to take the message and it resonates within your heart, please do take that, because your loved ones will connect through your heart chakra as you send loving energies. I hope you all have a smashing week. Stay safe, look after yourself, and I will see you in a fortnight. Oh my days, it will be December. So I will see you in a fortnight, and say have a smashing week. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.